this doubt in my mind, thinking all of the time. Don't know how to express myself. What I'm feeling inside is too easy to hide. Nobody knows who I am.
Everything seems to be coming up roses. The last few years for Melody Moko has been absolutely huge. We've had babies come on the scene. We've had golden guitars. We've been overseas. We've been recording, releasing new music. Just so much has been going on. And then, of course, lockdown slowed things down. I'm so happy to say that Melody Moko joins us today. Melody, back out on the road, coming up very soon.
Yes, I am. This will be the latest, actually, that I'll be out on the road after a new baby. My other two babies that I had, I was out on the road just a couple of weeks after they were born, and this one's 2 months, so she's a late bloomer.
You did a couple of shows in the last few weeks, and we've got a few more coming up. We've got a great big tour, and we've got gigs pretty well lined up through to the end of 2021. How do you find the balance between being a mum, a partner, doing everything? How do you find that balance?
Oh, I guess I find it like any other woman, very difficult, but I just manage to kind of make it work the best that I can. You know, I think for any woman trying to juggle being a mum and working, it's so difficult, and we all just fly by the seat of our pants, and every morning we wake up and we think, we're going to make it work today, we're going to make it happen. You take a deep breath and you just dive right in. So I think for me, it's just got to be a mentality of, not worrying too much about it and having a good support around me. That's the biggest thing, is I've got lots of people around me that help me and support me, and it takes a village to do all of these things.
People see people up on stage and they think, oh wow, what a life, you just sit around, do nothing, get up there, perform, and that's it. But you've got a whole world of work to go and everything as well, which brings us to the new song, which is called Coming Up Roses. It's sort of like a split personality song. It's like you're seeing me here, that person up on stage, but you don't know who the mother, the child, the friend is behind this stage person.
That's exactly right. And I actually wrote this song with a young girl who I met at the Academy of Country Music, where I work as a mentor, and she came into the room and said to me, as a teenager even, she often feels like she's one person in her school life and then one person as a musician and one person as a daughter. So I think we all struggle with it as women. We all struggle with that split personality thing because we're trying to wear so many hats all the time. So I thought, what a brilliant thing to write a song about. And her and I sat there together and wrote the song in about an hour, and I just fell in love with the song straight away, and I really wanted to record it. And I'm so glad that I've been able to put it out as a single too, because often ballads end up just being buried on an album, but I really wanted to put something out that spoke to this time in my life, and I guess it's really prominent for me at the moment, being all the things at once. So it is really about that. It's about trying to manage everything at once.
It goes across, like you sort of say, you're a singer up there on the stage, but you've got lawyers out there, and they're a lawyer, and that's all they do, and that's all that you see them, but you don't see them as that other person. And I suppose the same as the shopkeeper. Everybody can relate to this song.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And I often talk to mothers who say that, they say they feel like their work life and their family life are so separate, and nobody sort of sees them as both. And it's hard for women, all women, lawyers, butchers, shopkeepers, all of us.
I've always been a fan of your voice. This song in particular, it's so captivating. To me, it's very much like listening to something like Eva Cassidy. She just had that way of putting the words into music and then the soul into the sound that comes through.
Thank you. That's a huge compliment. This song for me, I think when I was recording this, I really, really felt it while I was singing it. And I think you just have those moments sometimes in the studio where you go, wow, I'm really connected to this song. And I definitely felt it when I was singing this track. And I think that comes across in the recording. And I've had lots of people say that, they really feel it when they listen to it too. So I think it worked.
Well, I'm glad you brought it out as a single too, because a lot of people, will only grab the singles that come out and they don't realise. But please, people, grab the whole albums, because there's gold in there that people like Melody, you might think, oh, this is okay, we'll put this on the album because I do like it, but I don't think many people will. And someone else hears it and goes, oh my gosh. So,
That's, so true. It's different strokes for different folks, and everybody has a different favourite track. And that's what I love about an album, is there's so many different facets and parts of an artist within an album. And it's such a shame that lots of people aren't putting albums out now because
Yeah.
I just love the album journey and the story in albums.
Yeah, and I love getting the album in my hand too. So you've got the hard copy and you can read a little bit behind the story as well. For people at home that are wanting to do that, seriously, just look up Melody Moko. You'll find her. She's got websites, social media. She's out there everywhere. Plus, you're touring with so many different people as well. Felicity Oakart, you've just done one there with Catherine Brett, the Darlinghurst Band, Black Cyrus, just so many there. So for people that are wanting to get that, your website or Facebook's the best way to follow you around?
It certainly is. And I'm going to be popping up here, there and everywhere in the outback and in the cities and all sorts of places. So there'll be something for everybody in there and I'd love to see them at a show.
Excellent. Well, here we're going to play your song right now. Melody, get back to life as you know it. This is Melody Moko and Coming Up Roses.
When the lights go down and there's no